Hi, happy Stoney Sunday, everyone. I'm 280. We have had so many smoke sessions together. I'm always glad to share a Sunday with you guys and answer your Stoney Sunday questions. I do look through the hashtag Ask Stoney Sunday on Twitter. You can actually use the hashtag on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you want. I try and question. This week, I'm going to answer a pre-select question. So if you guys ask, go ahead and join on youtube.com/coralfish19, or you may be watching this afterwards, and I super appreciate that too. I'm going to roll you guys. Normally, I'd be taking a bong hit first things. I'll tell you why in just a minute. But I've been grinding some up in the Medtainer here, which bonus announcement, these are on their way back. The pre-orders are open if you guys want to secure an order for one. But they are actually on their way back. Hopefully in the next week or so, they will be in my hands and shipping them out. And then the grinder is on the bottom part. So I have a nug with my Bovida inside there. Every jar, every time, gotta have that Bovida. Bam. But then in the bottom part of this is grinder. So I've been grinding up a bunch of bud. It's kind of dark and sticky. I'm getting bud all over my computer, but let's smoke a joint and answer some questions. The first pre-selected question that I found on Twitter, Sunday hashtag originated. I love following back. I follow back pretty much from the Reefer Glass accounts, the Stoney Sunday accounts. So if you guys want to join Twitter and to follow you, when I roll a joint, by the roll the paper a little and then prepare the bud. I'm gonna rings too, because I don't know why, but I feel like they're making it bulky. You probably would have rolled a joint already been done. I rolled one though. Anyway, this question came from Twitter, and the person asked it, I think, was Magic Dragon 710. Is that what the screen name is? Yeah, Magic Dragon 710. Do other states marijuana? Meaning, if I'm a California, could I Washington and consume cannabis with the same rights and freedom that I am in California? It's a pretty common question, and definitely one I'm glad I hadn't looked into this in a while. And it was kind of when I started looking into the answer. The only article I found, most of them were from 2012, 13, which I super recent. Down below and find missed it does California at all. Again. May that isn't and the difference between whether they're going to process there's no marijuana protection regardless of whether that state has passed it, and allow you to have your patient difference. So it's definitely your answer to reciprocate medical marijuana coming here and getting a medical marijuana. So it does have, there are people who aren't residents obtain medical marijuana in California, but specifically protect non-patients or out-of-state patients when they're in our state. Into a California dispensary, you can't use delivery services. You have to proof of be a patient in California. So I wanted to actually join. I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, because I answered your live question this Magic Dragon 710. You're getting a goodie bag. I've been sending these out for years now with Boveda and Humboldt Hemp Wick. So this one is no different. It's actually one I'm going to use the wick right now. So I'll send you one that I didn't steal the wick from because that's messed up. I'll send you a new wick. But you're going to get Humboldt Hemp Wick sample, which again, I've been using 4 years, sharing 4 years. I don't know why the camera won't focus. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Humboldt Hemp Wick. They're fantastic. I always send a sample of this out to reefers. So if you've seen the stickers or anything, that's why. And Boveda, who sponsors Stoney Sunday, makes it totally possible every single week. I send you 2 of their packets, these 62%. Little humidity control things. So, this goodie bag, but it's done because I'm going to use this wick. Thank you so much. I do see some comments about a laggy stream, and I'm super, super sorry. It seems like the first couple months that we were in the videos, the quality, and I didn't get any bad, or I didn't get a lot of feedback. The connection's not going to be great. I'll continue and find ways to improve that. One option is recording the live episode with the webcam high, and also recording it with my other little hand thing. And what that would mean is it'd be uploaded later for you guys. So I definitely need record it on that camera while I'm doing it live. I'm gonna have to upload that or edit it, process it, and then upload it. So it will take a little longer, but I totally hear you guys on the feedback about the poor quality. And I kind of outside San Francisco has anything to do with it because it seems like the days that the quality seems to be a little more spotty, it's been really, really rainy. I don't exactly know how Stone is like execs and headquarters. I'm like one rental area in a bigger area. I don't know how they're running their internet. It seems to be those days. I'm super sorry. We've got a joint to smoke and questions to answer, you guys. We're gonna continue on. The reason I wanted to smoke a joint because these kind people at crutchcard.com sent over these hilarious Stoney Sunday crutch cards, and I thought they're just so cute. They're business card size. And they're like pre-perforated, and they're made of hemp papers. We grow. Roll with us. Show us your tips. Hashtag show us your tips. I just think it's so cute. Safe, water-based inks, hemp paper, American made. I was like, this is a great excuse to smoke a joint. So I'm also going to be including definitely some of the cards in with the for Magic Dragon. 710 is I really was hoping to find like one concise list with all of the states and whether they recreate or not, and I just didn't find that online. So if you guys have more information, good question. And with though offers a little bit reciprocation, but I'm kind of fuzzy on it. That's the truth. Okay, so I am going to use the crutch. And I know that you guys generally, I don't know, some people like put the crutch in when they roll it. Crutch in after. That's just how I've always been. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so I'm putting the crutch in. I hope it'll fit. What if I fucked it up and I rolled too small of a joint? No. Okay, it's in. I guess that's the only thing I've noticed about the medtainers is that I'm used to a larger grinding base. I take my grinder and I flip it on my hand and I roll a joint from there. So I know exactly how much to roll up because it like fills up the grinder. I'm like, is this enough? Do I grind it more? How much goes in there? It's a little bit confusing. Clearly I'm making it. Which means I have like prettier, more narrow joints rather than fat, lumpy Prager's ones. I think this works out okay. We're going to light up. I love seeing in comments different states. You guys are definitely providing a lot of information. When it comes to have used a few different, the Extreme is the best one that I found for my needs. I do have a Periscope account, so you guys can add me at CoralReefer420. Periscope only records for 24 hours at a time, and then those videos are gone forever. So I'm not sure it's the way to do Stoney Sunday, nor do I think I could do it on my phone every week and then have the memory to send that. I don't think that's the best way to do it, but I do love using Periscope to have quick live sessions with you guys. Probably do a lot of mail unboxing. I do a lot of midnight sessions where I'm like midnight, I mean like 2 or 3 a.m. I rolled it kind of tight. We'll see what happens. It tastes good. Such a bad joint roller. I feel like I got really good when I went to Amsterdam, and then I just didn't practice for like 4 years now, 3.5 years. Would you help me roll a joint? My joint is too tight and it's not working and I feel sad. And I want big cloudy hits, so I'm gonna get help like a really sad stoner. Do you guys roll your own or do you ask a friend? Because I've always been a strong proponent of rolling your own. I guess you need papers. But I feel like at this point, my sad, overly tight little joint's not giving the clouds I want. Just let me smoke. Just let me smoke. Oh my goodness. Toothpick? I don't have a toothpick currently. That's a good idea though. Can you get a little aeration? Erica A is a fantastic question on the live comment, which is what age do I think cannabis should be used? I really think that if you're still hoping for someone else's approval of your use, it's probably not right for you. You are visiting you and you have done the research, something that doesn't seem to be harming you can find what's harming you. I grew up on the standards of addiction from AA, familiar with AA and NA and the list that they use to define addiction. It's pretty clear. So find like you're confident with your, I feel like that transcends age. And there are people that are children that use it and use cannabis. I think that's kind of silly. But then there are like 25-year-olds that are like, do you think I should use pot? Should I smoke pot? What do you think? Should I smoke it? Weed? And it's like, dude, if you don't want to and you want me to tell you to do the weed, I don't think it's a age. I always remind you guys that cannabis saved my life when I was younger. I always like, since I became a young adult, I have experienced depression and cannabis helped me pass the time without or injury in a non-lethal way, which I'm not sure I would have had the self-control, the method of whatever, if I wasn't actually super stoned. So I would never be comfortable telling minors cannabis isn't right for you, don't ever smoke it, don't smoke with your friends, don't smoke at parties, because that's when I was smoking, was with my friends and behind their houses in the little alleys, and that's when I was benefiting from it. So do you need permission? Maybe it's not right for you, but if you know that it's right for you, it really doesn't matter what. I got one cloudy hit. Crutch. You guys, the crutch is like so open and aerated. It had those little, can you focus, camera? Can you know? I believe in you, camera. You are so good with the focus. You're so good. I got ash on my fingers. A little between your fingers, won't that just tighten up? Questions. I got questions for these suggestions. Audra T, I saw you earlier. I'm pretty sure you were mentioning Nevada. Thank you for the info on that. But I see your question now. I think all medical kids, I absolutely, that I really have come to think of cannabis like, where if you're growing it and you have enough to share with your friends, fucking awesome. Have a picnic, have a party, share all that strawberry with whoever. That's great. But if you're labeling it and selling it in a shop to a third party, that should be lab standards of goods, and it's sick eating that jar of or strawberries. I don't want you to disappear and have the store be like, I don't know, it was just some they dropped it off and we paid in cash. You get a number. That literally happens when you require lab testing. You need to monitored and regulated if they're available to the public at a third party in a removed way where I'm no longer buying direct from that brand and I can contact them if I have a problem. I'm buying it from some random dispensary or store, and if I get sick, is it the dispensary store's fault or is it the manufacturer? So I am definitely a proponent of lab testing, but here's the real question: who tests the tests? Who tests the labs? What do you do there? In California, we don't have a standard of what's required with lab testing. Some people test all THC components. Some people break it up THCV, THCA. I don't know if I'm even saying these things right. But if you combine all of these, you're going to have a higher overall number, whereas you break it up, it's going to look a little bit lower because it's a bunch of different numbers. Darn it, joint. So I definitely think standard of testing is necessary rather than just required testing. It doesn't help that we just require testing because it also confuses the whole point of, are we putting the growers and the manufacturers, or is the cost of testing on the dispensary? Who is actually paying for every single harvest to go? Every single harvest? Do you do it per strain? What are the testing regulations? So I know Colorado does seed to sale. It's very well regulated. It's very monitored, and that's great. But California is kind of a mess, and nationally we don't have anything when it comes to like required testing. One thing that's this conversation of regulations would be that the pesticides we're using in cannabis are rarely actually instructed to be used with cannabis. And it might seem pretty clear because it's been an illegal drug or an illicit substance, so why would they clearly say use for cannabis? But it can get confusing because what if you're using a pesticide or fertilizer or product that's not meant for vegetables or food or things you're putting in your body? It's meant for decorative window plants. There can be a difference, and then we're smoking and consuming something that was really made and grown with something not meant to have those ingredients if we're consuming it. That gets a little freaky to me, and I think it is really important to look at the pesticide fertilizers and support clean, green, organically grown cannabis. It's just a lot going on, but yes, lab testing. Let's do it one more time. Joint rescue, thank you. Whoa, you guys, are you ready for this? I should blow that out. Okay, here's my puny little joint. And then now I have help here. He's helping me, and he rolled this big fatty joint. So let's try and light that up. Puny joint. We'll see you again. I could do something with you still. You're cool. It's fine. We'll come back to you. But now it's time for the big joint. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah. Metals, molds, in your cannabis. Ugh. It's a lot of added cost for the type, whoever it's going to be, the dispensary or the growers. Well, it's working, you guys. I hope I don't set off any smoke detectors. Might be the first time we've used like a joint. Oh my goodness. Let me just enjoy this joint real quick. Are we still doing questions? What's happening? What's happening? I see Trixie asking, what is my recommended Lush product for stress relief? I would really not go with Lush for stress relief. After experiencing a staple in my bath bomb and then really awkward customer service, I'm using Lush on a like need to use basis. So their shampoos and conditioners I love. I just use a blondifying treatment and I'm a big fan of it. But the bath bombs, I no longer find entirely relaxing because I'm constantly wondering, will there be a staple in this one? Will they just offer and be like, no big deal, it was just a staple in your bath product that you were trying to relax in? I would honestly use a locally made thing. There is someone in your town right now making soaps and bath bags. They would love your product. They would love your service. They would love your customer ship and probably your feedback too. So lately, I've been looking for more and more locally made products And in California, we have cannabis-infused bath products. So when it comes to a recommendation, I would probably use Ohm edibles for relaxation. But when it comes to lush scent, I do really like the, what is it? The Rose Jam shower gel smells really good. I don't know. I just don't think I would use a bath bomb for relaxation anymore. It was honestly so strange. And I understand that mistakes happen, and I'm not like, mistakes happen. I totally get that. The weirdest part was just like when I called in, they're like, oh, we were just talking about your case. And I was like, that's weird because no one's answered my emails or phone call or messages. So why are you guys talking about me and then telling me that you were talking about me? And so they don't do free lush. I vehemently denied any of these. Internet seem to get very upset and you accept freebies for a complaint. That wasn't the goal. I just wanted to let them. And you just mentioned that I feel no longer relaxed. So I don't know. I just went yesterday and actually bought a bunch of new stuff for the first time in like 2 months because I had just been so uncomfortable with the risks, I guess. Yeah, there are a lot of animal cruelty-free products out there. So if that's your priority, you can definitely find a lot of alternatives. I am not vegan. I do consume animals, and I can't say I support animal cruelty of animals, but I consciously know that I do support animal cruelty in my lifestyle. I have animal products. I do eat meat. I could never pretend to say avoiding animal cruelty is a priority of my life because my lifestyle just doesn't reflect that. However, when you can make the choices to just make small differences, I do think it matters. I do think voting with your dollar is a huge thing, and supporting the cruelty-free options that are out there are fantastic and a really, really easy way to kind of not necessarily make yourself feel better about ending animal cruelty, because you have to know you're not doing that much if you're still consuming animal products. You're really not. But it can still be a good way to show the cosmetic companies and just the national economy that cruelty-free is something you support and you'd buy more products of. My only issue with joints on the show is that I talk too much and then they go out and then I'm like, oh, whoops. My crutch card came out in my mouth. That was weird. That was so weird. I really have like had that happen so infrequently. I want to say like once or twice in my life. Back in there. Still think they're cute. I'm still sending them out. I like them. More power to the people that are vegan and totally cruelty-free in their lives. I've always liked the idea too that you can buy used store stuff, but even that tells the used store that buying animal products is a viable revenue and that they will be continuing to make money on animal products. So even in a used store, you can make the choice to not support them. Now it's just become a big fat joint episode, and I have no problems with that. Oh my goodness. If I totally miss your question on this week's Stoney Sunday, you can always submit it week long with the hashtag #AskStoneySunday. Follow the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook accounts of Stoney Sunday. And fact of the matter is, those accounts are where you can find me because my account keeps getting deleted on Instagram. So Instagram, there's now Reefer Stoney Sunday and Newsnug, which I'm super glad to still have access to those, but I am pretty frustrated that Instagram has continued to shut down my personal accounts. The CoralReefer 420 shut down, CoralFish19 shut down just like an hour and a half ago. Pretty frustrating, but there's really just many other ways you can still get in touch with me that I just have to keep going. Just got to move on. That's what I got to do. It brings up a very exciting point. We are 1 month away from 420. 1 month. What are you going to be doing on 420? I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. There's a chance I'll be bud tending. I'd rather be bud tending on the 19th so that we can all prepare for 420 together, and then I can just sleep and smoke on 420 and celebrate it like a true holiday. In general, my rules of thumb for 420 would be pack 2 lighters, maybe 5. 2's good, 5's fine. Torches, pack 2. 5 is a little excessive. I think 2 would be good in the torch world. Also, I think it's so fun to smoke 4.20 grams on 420 to yourself. You can share 4.20 grams hella quickly, but smoke it to yourself. Like, I don't know if that means rolling that amount up in just solo joints that you smoke to the dome without sharing. Sorry, friends, this is your 420 celebration. Or if that means bring it and you like also bring some to share and you just, I don't know how you want to manage it, but smoke 4.20 grams to yourself of flower. And then for concentrates, I don't know what you could do. You could do 4.2 dabs in a row, but that seems kind of small. I don't know what you'd want to do, but you could also involve concentrates, although it has 710 as their own holiday. I feel like 420 is mostly flower and pot, leaf, and like green plants, so that's my priority then. Also important on 420, go to California, be in California. An unnamed organization did leave California for 420 celebrations for a number of years, and with them went Snoop Dogg and some huge performers that it was like, what about our 420 in California? And I got really bitter and I was like, California invented 420. If you want to host a 420 party outside of the state, when you have the resources and the option to come to California and host the party where the party started, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And that unnamed organization has decided to return to California for this year's 420 celebration. So I'm not sure if I'll make it down to Southern California for that particular unnamed thing. But I just think it's really important to come to California. It's the origin of the holiday. If you guys don't know where it came from, maybe I'll be able to put up a special video about 420, but some of you have probably heard the story over the years, and it definitely is rich and deep in Californian history. This is a tasty joint. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you, I actually smoked mystery nugs. So I'm not sure whether it's indica or sativa in this case. And I almost just shook up this whole jar with weed without checking whether the top was on, but I felt it jiggle and was like, wait a minute. So this is the mystery jar. It's by, I want to say Wicked Jars? Dope Jars, Dope Jars. They gave it to me a long time ago, but I fucking love this jar. So cute. The scuba divers in a sea of weed. I think it's so awesome. I think it's so awesome. And then when it comes to 420 plans, we're just jumping all over the place. I hope maybe we'll see Sochi. I don't know what we're going to be on 420, but our annual sesh is 427. So a week from 420, so a month and a week from today, we will have a sesh. We will have an outdoor party, a world reef. It'll be I think it'll be fun. So I really look forward to it every single year. And last year, we actually didn't do the Stoner Photo a Day Challenge, but this year, it's coming back. So I hope you guys are excited for the Stoner Photo a Day Challenge. We have 10 days to tell you all about it, and Sochi and I have big plans in store. So if you guys didn't get a chance to participate because you had no idea what it was a couple years ago, it's back. It's coming back. Three rapid fire questions from the live stream, and then that's it for this week's Stoney Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I totally hear you on the feedback about the poor quality of live stream. I really love live streaming for the episodes. I love taking the questions right as you guys ask them. So we'll find a way that this can work for everyone. But if you guys are interested in the HD higher quality videos, I have a bunch of those too. There's like 500 videos on the channel and 280 of them are apparently Stoney Sunday, but I try and keep you guys posted on like glass videos and nug shots and travel things, and the Stoney Sundays are just our live little weekly chance to talk and smoke, and I do apologize that they're not super HD quality, but it's a work in progress, you guys. We'll keep this going together. 3 more questions. One is going to be from Courtney P asking, has anyone ever recognized me on the street from watching my YouTube videos? Yes. One time, the first time it happened, the very first time, I had not posted a picture of myself. I was wearing very bizarre socks. I love to wear bizarre socks. Shout out to Great Socks. And I was walking down the street in San Francisco. And I got home and I had a message saying your socks were adorable today. And I was like, please don't ever do that to me again. Please say hi in public or don't say hi at all because that was really fucking creepy. Ever since then, people have gotten a lot nicer. People do say hi. When I was waitressing, it happened a couple of times at the restaurant, really, really small amount of times. But it did happen. It does happen every now and then. It's really confusing, I think, when I say that to you guys because it's like, I'm not famous. That's not a thing that's happening. It's a really small pond. So I live in the Bay Area. A lot of people smoke weed and a lot of people go on the internet. It's like a really popular thing around here to smoke weed and go on the internet. So I feel like it's kind of a small pond type situation. If I was in a less techie, cannabis friendly area, I don't think it would be the same. I don't think it's like, I don't know. That's how I think of it at least. And at a cannabis event, if people recognize me, that's literally why I'm there. I really hope there are people that watch my channel when I'm there because I'm there to say hi to you guys. So that I'm like super hoping happens. But on the street, it happens every now and then. And if it makes someone I'm with really uncomfortable, I always just tell them, like, it's okay. It's a really good sign for the channel. Like, it just is a good thing. So it's not weird unless you guys make it weird. The crutch cards, if you guys were into this, we don't have Stoney Sunday crutch cards made officially. This was just a little sample that they made up for me. I don't think they're selling that, but you can go and find or submit your own design at crutch.cards? I don't know. Crutch.cards is what the website says. Is that a website? Crutch.cards? I don't know. It also says here crutchcard.com. That seems like a more legit website name for sure. But they have no idea that I'm featuring them in this video. This isn't sponsored by them, nothing like that. So they just sent over this little envelope. It was really cute. I'll cover up his last name, but it was just a really nice little message and cute little envelope. So I really wanted to use them on the show. Oh yeah, that was the second question. One more question. Oh shit, one more question. I'm going to relit the joint and we're out for this week's Stoney Sunday. Thank you guys for joining. What will be the last question? Ashley S. asked, how do I pick the person I would like to collab with? I collab so much more frequently in glass than video. So I'm going to answer about glass because I think that's what you're talking about. For me, I do have a method to pick people I collaborate with, and it's what love do they show for the reefers. If they find my glass account and they go 20-something thousand followers, let's make a bong together. But they've never sent anything for you guys for giveaways. They've never to use the hashtag CoralReefers. I never see them doing giveaways for their own audience. I'm not going to collaborate with them because obviously they just want attention. And what do I care if they want attention? Jason Burris, I hit him up about a collab a long time ago when we first did a series, and we did a giveaway with that series, which was so generous. We did a giveaway and an auction. I think it was really, really cool. So that's definitely someone I love to collaborate with and would do again. I just sent some fish down to Augie Glass. He's contributed a lot to giveaways. Nerd Glass, of course, contributed hella to giveaways, so I've collaborated with him. Oh my goodness. Anodyne Glass sent a bunch of fish to, also contributed to giveaways. So it's not some sort of cheap monetary thing where it's like, send me prizes and then I'll collaborate with you. But it's like, what love have you shown for the reefers whose attention you now want with this collaboration? That's kind of what I look at. Definitely Dollhouse Glass. I told her that. She hit me up and was like, let's do a collab. And I was like, well, you know, I really want to collab with people that have been giving away to my reefers and the audience and support the whole thing all along. And she was like, oh, okay, bam, I'm going to send you 5 dabbers. And then I was like, oh my God, these are so sick. And she's like, bam, I'm going to send you 5 more. And I was like, what the fuck? So I just sent her a bunch of fish because I really appreciate her just being generous and sharing. And I think that's awesome. So that was it for this week's Stoney Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry about the poor quality, but if you guys stayed and you made it all the way till the end, will you write in the comments that you're super Stoney stoned? Is that a thing? Are you Stoney stoned? Can I get a last hit out of this joint? I know that I can. Stay high, you guys, and I will see you really, really soon.